Hello, my desktop publishing students. In this assignment, we are going to use a section break next page so you start to realize what I'm saying to you. All right, so I've opened up the file called Homecoming, okay, and I've saved it in my folder, and so you can do the same thing. All right, so take a look now, and you can see that we have the memo here, and then we have Homecoming events here. All right, so put your cursor here on the H in Homecoming, and I want you to go to Layout, Breaks, and remember Section Break Next Page, because I want to change the margins, okay? All right, so take a look now. On the left-hand side, my margins are 1 inch, and right now on the right-hand side, my margins are 1 inch. But what we want to do is I want to make sure you're on the Homecoming section, okay? And it doesn't matter where you are in here, but you have to be in here. You're going to go to Layout, you're going to go to Margins, Custom Margins, and it asks you to change the margins to 1.25. We make sure you go to left, and put in 1.25, and tab and put in 1.25. All right, so that's all we want. And note that it says apply to this section, okay? We have other choices, this point forward or the whole document. No, we want to apply to this section. Say okay. All right, I want to show you something else, is that on your taskbar here, I want you to right click, and you see the word section here? I want you to put a check mark there. The reason being is that now you will be able to read on yours. I'm going to move my thing for a minute. All right. So now you should be able to see section along here. Okay. You should be able to see section. So if I'm here somewhere, I'm in section 2. If I'm here, I'm in section 1. So that will start to play a big part for you as you move through these assignments. All right. Okay, so now it says you want to change the margins only in section 1, not section 2. Well, that doesn't make sense to me. Hold on. You want the margins to change only in section 1, not section 2. Hold on here. Okay, I made a mistake, but that's okay. It won't hurt. Go back to section 1 here, and this is where we were supposed to put the margins in at 1.25. So make sure you're in section 1, check that it reads section 1 here, and then go to Layout, go to Margins and Custom Margins, and here we want to put the left to be 1.25 and tab and the right to be 1.25. All right, so there we changed the margins here. Now what we want to do is that we want to go to section 2, all right? And my margin should have been 1.5. So now I'm going to go to Layout, go to Margins, and have to change them because I read the instructions wrong, and put in 1.5 and 1.5. All right, and again we want to say apply to this section. All right, so click OK. So now we have margins in this part that are 1.5 and 1.5, but back in section 1 they're 1.25. All right, it asks us to select the list of universities. All right, so I'm going to select the list of universities, and it says change the left indent to 1.5. All right, so I'm going to drag the left indent over to 1.5, and you all know how to do that. And then it says add a blank line after the Homecoming titles, Homecoming events, so I'm going to press enter. All right, and click on View Multiple Pages, so go to View Multiple Pages, and that you can see here we have our margins, but on the left and right have been changed, and here, but on the top margin you've got 1 inch and 1 inch. All right, so we're only going to change now page 2. So as long as you're on page 2 or section 2, we're going to do this. We're going to go to Layout, and we are going to go to Page Setup, dialog box, launch your arrow, okay, and you want to go to Layout here, and you want to say Page, Vertical Alignment, Center. So we're going to put that in the center of the page, all right, up and down. So watch now when we click OK, and Homecoming Events is now in the middle of the page. Note, page 1 did not change, and that's because we've used a section break. And note, you can read it, section break, next page, and it has the double lines, okay? All right, and now it says go to page 2. Okay, I'm still on page 2, section 2, and we're going to add a page border. All right, so you're going to go to Home, you're going to go to Borders and Shading, and you can add anything that you want. It doesn't matter to me. Go to Page Border. Let's choose something in the art line. Maybe it's a homecoming thing, it's celebrations, so I'll choose this. Remember, 31's too large, 20 is max. So put in 20, and we don't want to apply it to the whole document. We want to apply it to this section, just this section, nothing else. Say OK. And so now you should have your page border on this page only, but not on the memo. Okay, so that's pretty easy as long as you use a section break next page. All right, save your work. We'll stop there, and then we'll get ready to do the next one.